Welcome back to Salty Pops. Today, we give Stephen Miller a huge and well-deserved shout-out. He is an absolute wrecking ball. And the media does not want the smoke. Every time he goes on TV, it's not an interview. It's a public execution. And I'm here for it.
Even just yesterday we saw whenever a judge rules against this administration, you say they're going rogue. Do you think a judge should just rubber stamp what your White House does? If not, what checks and balances do you think should be in place for this White House?
It is not the job of a district court judge to perform an individual green light or red light on every single policy that the president takes as the head of the executive branch. Just think about the premise baked into your question, respectfully, Pam. You're saying that when the American people elect a president of the United States of America,
I'm not saying
well, it's the implication, who is the sole head of the executive branch. Well, let me finish. I will answer the question happily. Look, when you have these kinds of lazy assumptions built into questions, it makes it hard to have a constructive dialogue.
What is a lazy assumption? I said you all had to win.
You said is it my expectation?
I'm speaking
you
because now you're putting...
You said, is it my expectation? It's not just you. It's the whole media. Democracy cannot function. In fact, democracy does not exist at all if each action the president takes, foreign policy, diplomatic, military, national security, has to be individually approved by 700 district court judges. That's democracy. But let me tell you about these rogue judges. This is the most litigated issue over the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years, whether or not to deport the foreigners who invaded our country illegally. You want a democracy in this country? When Americans vote, when they cry out and they beg for a president to come and save them from this invasion, and some district court judge in San Francisco or Manhattan tries to shut it down and shield these foreigners from deportation, while the courts did nothing to stop Joe Biden and his administration and his officers, the Mayorkas, from overseeing this invasion.
CNN reporting shows that investigators believe the migrant was set up. It was a victim of a setup. What is the administration going to do now? And this is an undocumented immigrant. I do want to note that, but this was someone who came forward, was a victim of a crime.
Are you saying this immigrant was here illegally?
Yes, but I am, and that's why I said that. I clarified that.
You said undocumented, and I wasn't clear what that means. I'm assuming they have a fake ID. I'm assuming they have a fake social security number.
That's neither here nor there.
That's
getting away from the question, Steve.
When we use language that's designed to obscure the truth, that's not good faith. All I can say, based on what you're telling me, is there's an illegal alien in our country who's making menacing threats. Regardless of the facts or circumstances, we don't want him here. We're going to get to the bottom.
And absolutely fearless. The anchors come in swinging with spin and emotion, and Miller calmly slices it apart like it's child's play. It's not just what he says, it's how he says it. That ice-cold delivery, the timing, the stare. It's domination. We need more of that. People who don't apologize unnecessarily, don't back down, don't accept a twisted premise and know exactly what they're up against. Stephen Miller isn't debating. He's teaching a masterclass in destruction. And for all these reasons, he's my Trump admin MVP so far. I am Salty Pops. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more of my salty takes.